Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. No response, guys. Am I audible or not? I'm audible, right? See, it's Sunday morning, right? And I think everyone should be active in order to grasp what we are gonna discuss today, right? Else, it doesn't make any sense to wake up early in the morning, right? Hmm. Agreed? Okay, cool. So again, same old question. How many of you know me? Uh, no one? Okay. You attended the last Sunday session. Cool. Okay. So I'm being associated with Ashok IT, and it's been a very long time. Okay. I see you watched demo of DSA. Cool. So you can say that I was one of the founding member of the Ashok IT, right? So let me introduce myself, and first of all, let me share the screen. Cool. Can you view the screen, guys? Everyone? Is it visible? Yes. And I'll say that please write it down in the chat instead of Q&A. Okay. Cool. Now let's try to discuss how to be the FANG engineer. My first question would be, why do you want to become the FANG engineer? Anybody notice there is some error, some mistake in the first slide? Is there anyone who noticed there is some mistake in the first slide? What's it's now Mang, right? Because Facebook has changed the name. Cool. So the first question is why you want to become the Mang engineer? The first very basic question. Why? You wake up in the morning to listen how to become the FANG engineer, but why you want to become the FANG engineer? Job security. Man, it's nowhere, but still, okay. Job security, high pay, money, right? Okay, high pay, money, bhai, high pay. Anything else? Excellent career growth. Agreed. Cool. Those are good product-based companies. Okay. Do you think in FANG a name of famous product-based company is missing? What's that? Netflix is there. Yes. Microsoft, Qualcomm, Adobe, right? And many. Someone is saying Walmart. Agreed. Okay. So I hope you got it. Lots of company names are missing from this MANG acronym. Agreed. Yeah. Google is there. Amazon is there. Apple is there. Facebook, which turns out to Meta, it's there, and N stands for Netflix. Right? Can I say that as you know that if you're reading the news, US is heading towards recession? Yes, no. I'm not saying that it is going to have the recession, but it's heading towards recession because of inflation. Everyone agreed. So if there is an inflation, do you think that you can get job guarantee anywhere? 100% that your job will be secure. If you don't work hard, still I will pay you. Or if you're doing your job, we don't have any requirements, still I'll pay you. Is there why this is happening? It's a separate topic. We will have the discussion because it's an outcome of the COVID and many further reasons. So if you want, we can have that discussion at the end. But as of now, let's focus on this. Okay, Ajit. So can you guarantee that? I'm not saying that everyone will lose the job, but in IT sector, if you're not upgrading, is there any job guarantee? No one, right? Nothing is there. Agreed. Now let's talk about the high pay. So, how many of you had heard about phone pay? Maybe I've written the wrong spelling, but how many of you heard about the phone pay? Great. Everyone heard about phone pay and credit? If I will say, if I will say, base package of phone and credit can be better than Mang, there are very high chances. Then don't you think that it's an hype to join Mang? Agreed or not? See, your job security, we already discussed, right? If you're not upgraded, it doesn't make sense. Now, the high pay, phone pay and credit can take care of it. Now, what about the learnings? So, don't you think that if it's an 21st century startup, there would be an excellent learning curve as well? Guys, agree to this or not? Just let me know. Do you agree to these points or not? If you all agree, we can move to the next slide. Is it clear that it's just an hype? Cool. You would be like, if you would have told this earlier, we wouldn't have been waked up and attended your session. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so let's divide the entire discussion. Had you heard about the term SD? Oops, sorry. Had you heard the term about SD? Yes, no. It stands for Software Development Engineer. Right. My handwriting is bad, but yeah, just try to bear it. Okay. So now, when you join product-based companies, in the current scenario, we are taking the example of Amazon. Is it fine? We're taking the example of Amazon, and you would be like, why you're discussing about Amazon? Why not any other company? So I have just selected randomly, but there is one more reason. Amazon will have the opening every time. They're always hiring. And there is a specific reason for that. Okay, and what's that? We can discuss later, but as of now, you got it right. The number of openings in Amazon is comparatively higher than Google, Facebook, Apple, even Microsoft. Is it clear? Is it clear? What's the reason? Okay, okay. So that's what I'm saying. It will drag the session. We will have the discussion later. And I can prove you that Amazon will have the opening all around the year. Is it fine? Shall we move forward? We are considering Amazon and we are having the discussion further. So I have divided the entire discussion into SD1 and SD2 and 3. Okay, many are resigning from Amazon, and Amazon is also removing lots of people, right? So we can have the discussion later. That's what I'm saying. We will have the discussion. Okay, Farhan? If time permits. Okay. So SD1, it's in very general. If you are having the experience 0 to 3, you will join as an SD1, 3 plus SD2. Okay? Is it fine? Shall we move forward? Shall we move forward if you're clear with this? Okay, you have 8 years of experience. Cool. Right. Let's move forward. Now, let's say that you want to join Amazon. So, what are the qualifications? It's very important to know whether you're qualified for applying as an SD, right? So, definitely, with respect to the particular position, there would have been slight change in the job description, but bachelor's in computer science or related field is mandatory. That means you should have the degree in computer science and related field. Is it fine? The second point is problem solving skills, and it's very, very important. Problem solving skills. What is problem solving skills? What its importance? We will have the discussion. As of now, save this for later discussion, right? Related fields means like you would have done the BCA and then you would have done the MCA. You would have worked for, let's say, mechanical engineer, and now you're working in the IT for last 2 to 3 years. So it can compensate, right? Cool. Now, let's say that what are the other requirements? Basic area of computer science. What are the basics area of computer science? They're highlighting specifically. They started with the word algorithm, algorithm and data structures. Then, of course, object-oriented design, database. You should know how to develop the things, right? And Amazon quality code. That means you should write. You should have the good code quality. What is code quality? Anybody wants to discuss that, or you can understand what do I mean by code quality? Guys, be fast. Okay. Do you know what is code quality? If you're working in the industry, you know the code quality, right? Time and space complexity is different. Okay. So the code quality, you know that variable naming conventions, you know the solid principles, right? So if you are taking care of these things, it will come under code quality, right? Not writing entire thing in a single method. This is what you used to do in the industry, following the design patterns. Agreed. So I think you all agreed, right? What is code quality? Shall we move forward? Right. Now you would be like, sir, Anand, why your emphasis on algorithm, data structures, and problem solving? You would have emphasis on there are various term, database, object-oriented design. Why you're focusing on problem solving skills? The answer is in this slide. So I have attached the screenshot. If you will apply for the Amazon, you will get a very lengthy mail. And in this mail, you can focus over here, coding challenges and Amazon work style. Amazon work style is nothing but a survey. In this survey, they will give you options, something like this. Most like me, more like me, it will be in the center, a slider will be in the center. Then again there would be like more like me and most like me. And they will give you two statements. For example, I appreciate, I appreciate others' effort. Other can be I take failure positive in a positive manner. I think you got the point, right? And you have to just drag the slider over here or over there. So it's a 7 minute survey and it will be having lots of questions. I think you can get it. Most like me, more likely to understand you better. Are you clear with the second? What does it mean by Amazon work style survey? Everyone, is it clear? Yes, no? Okay, it's clear, right? Now, the second part is coding challenges. In coding challenge, you have to solve two coding problems in 105 minutes. And these coding problem will be in terms of DSA, right? Okay, you would be like, Anand, you're talking about Amazon. Why I should believe that these two coding problem will be in the DSA? It can be of any other topic, right? Guys, you can have this doubt. Okay, okay, you're trusting me. That's great. Okay, so I have attached one more screenshot, and this is when you will apply for the Google, and once your interview is been scheduled, you will get these kinds of mail. Let's say that what they're saying that important concept to study for Google coding interview: array, stack, trees, linked list, queue, graph, recursion, backtracking, minimum spanning tree. I think you got it right. Okay, you are only able to view the first slide. Is that the case? Array guys, we had these many discussion and you're telling me right now. So bad. That's what Baba. I have changed so many slides and you're telling me right now. Cool. Can you see the slides now? Arey babre. Okay, let's try to go back if it's feasible. I'll start from the beginning. Oh, can you view the slide now? Can you view the slide? Are you able to see? Let's divide the entire discussion into SD1 and SD2. Yes? Seen? Had you seen this discussion, SD1 Amazon discussion, which I focused on algorithm, I told about problem solving skills, right? Shall we move forward? Now you're able to see, can we move forward? Sure. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, had you seen this screenshot where I try to focus on 105 minutes? In 105 minutes, you have to solve two coding problems and you have to also explain your approach. And this was the mail from Amazon. Let's move forward. And this was the mail from Google, which I was trying to explain that what are the DSA topics which are mandatory if you're setting for Google interview. So array, stacks, trees, binary source tree, linked list, queue, graph, recursion, the backtracking, and so on. Is it fine? Shall we move forward now? So if you'll apply for the Google, these are the things which you should be good at. Okay. Now you would be like, Anand, is it generic to Amazon and Google? I'll say no. Every product based companies follow what Mang is following. Okay, almost not. I'll not say that everyone, but yeah, most of them. Okay, let's move forward. And before moving forward, Ajay has joined, so I want you to have discussion with him and listen his journey. Okay.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hello. Can you hear me?
Ajay, your voice is a bit low.
Just sorry. Yeah. Is it fine now?
Yes, Ajay, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi everyone. Just wanted to let you know like my experiences and journey. What actually I've faced in my day-to-day life during attending interviews, both in as a product company or as a service based. Okay. So thing was yeah, so initially I started learning DSA bit. I was knowing like during my engineering I was knowing like this stack history a bit, and then as a fully fledged I started learning here the DSA. I was learning from Anand, and yeah, it was good. Every day we used to have the sessions, and then we used to code it out, and then we used to discuss our doubt. Okay. So what things I build up here is during the solving of like one kind of problem, I was able to try for other kind of problem. Okay. Other kind of problem like the I was able to try for the approach. Okay. When I attended the interview in a product-based company, so my experience was I was able to yeah, I was able to understand it, and if any like I was not able to, I had like that much courage, like I can discuss with the interviewer like what it is, and like I want to have a conversation regarding that question. Okay. And also one thing more I have noticed, like most of the product based companies, they initial phase they starts with with my experience, they start with the algorithms itself. They give you like tree questions or graph questions. Like attended for a Paytm also, the first round they asked for the graph question, and then there was the other product companies also, so they start with the algorithms question. So what there I've seen is like though I have to clear the first round, that was algorithm. The next round was supposed to be something else. Okay, then still they asked me regarding the DSA questions only. Okay, so the importance was like I got to know in product base, the importance of DSA was very important. And if I share my experience in service based, what I saw is initially they focus on the Java. I was from Java background, so initially they focused on Java, and then later in not everyone, in some I saw like in the last stage they kept as a DSA. Okay, so whereas in the product the first step was only the DSA. And yeah, if we solve the problems of DSA, it doesn't matter like same questions will be asked, but the logic of solving will definitely get that. Okay. And yeah, so it's just your luck. If you have solved anything, same will can come. If not, you definitely your practice will help you there in solving the DSA questions, and you will be able to solve it. So I think, yeah, we know you are asking how many experience you have. Okay, so I have actually around 5 years of experience. Mm,
Anyone wants to ask any questions to Ajay? We specially asked him to join so that you can get an idea. Like,
uh, my company, okay, I'm not sure, but it's also a product based into a telecom. Any age limit? I don't think any age limit is there. To get shortlisted, yeah. For your resume, mm, mostly try to, yeah, they see your in your resume, they see your whether you have mentioned the DSA or not. That is the important point. They will see. If you have mentioned, they will surely pick it. Current package, I'm not sure with that I can
so if you can guide them, what's the difference between the package and the
yeah,
service based and the product based, that would be
yeah,
helpful.
yeah. Actually, in the yeah, one more thing I saw is like if you have knowledge of algorithms, so what there is a difference in the package you will get. Okay, and also they will try to keep, they will try to hire you. Okay, they will try to negotiate you with you when you are knowing the DSA. Okay, so this same thing happened with there was a supply chain company. Okay, they, yeah, they were like trying to hire. Okay, like I actually they took 3 rounds. Okay, and 3 rounds in that there were first two, they took only algorithms and I was able to solve that. Okay, and next was just simply talking like with HR and that's it. So what experience what I faced is that if I was able to solve those algorithms, I was in a better position to ask. Okay, and negotiate, and they will try to retain you. That is one thing.
Got it. Anyone else wants to ask any other question to Ajay?
I think role, yeah, I'm working as a senior software engineer and I have 5 years of experience. For experience, do they asked out 60%? I didn't get this questions. Suppose.
That's a real time use case of DSA in your project during your interview.
Uh, Not real case. Okay, in my day-to-day use. Okay, so thing is, if we solve the same thing, you will be able to solve using without DSA. There's no harm. Okay, but what happens if it is in real life, right? You have a lot of data. Okay, and what happens? You have seen like there are lots of data, so your system is capable of, you can increase till a certain limit. You will not be able to extend up after some limit. So what you can have to do, you have to optimize your code. So some codes which hangs your system and some codes will be able to just process it as a piece of cake. So what happens, it's just a matter of like how we code and how we have implemented the logics. Okay, so yeah.
Any other question, guys?
I
Acha, he's
think
asking package
there,
before and after product based.
yeah, there was, I think 4 times, I guess, difference.
Okay, so he's saying 3 to 4x difference was there in the product based and the service based. We can't go with
I
an actual figure, guys.
actually I'm not fine. Yeah, I've switched. This is my second company. I'm not in 5 years in the same company. 60% in like, no, no, not that doesn't matter. 60%. How you are able to give up? Yeah, it initially there are criteria for some of the companies. It's not for everyone. How best you give your interview, that depends. It's not your percentage. No, I think it's that 60%. I've seen only in one company, I guess, TCS or Infosys. It was for just selecting your resume. They will see that. That's also service based. In product based, I have not seen that.
Yes, Santosh, TSA is important. Whether you're experienced or the fresher, you have to go through TSA. Okay, how long you
Uh,
prepared, Ajay? I think it's the last question.
yeah, actually. I don't used to get most time on my weekdays, so I used to like work on my weekends. Okay, and whatever is like whatever first thing what Anand teaches, you need to check that. Okay, that is the basic thing. You need to code it, and then you need to understand it, and then you move ahead on solving the questions other same kind. Because see, whatever he taught, like it was like basic thing, like that's if a tree is given, that's finding the number of count of nodes, that makes you learn the just the basic thing, how to traverse in the trees. Then on top of that you can able to solve other kind of questions. Sample question for DSA face interviews. Okay. So it was like in Paytm they have asked regarding the there was graph question for islands and finding the number of
Number of
nodes,
islands,
number of islands, yeah, number
right?
of islands, and I guess how many are connected.
Connected components.
Yeah, so I was not good at in graph, so yeah, I've solved. And the second round they asked in advanced of that same island problem, and there was one more product company that was in I guess in packing and something called supply chain. Okay, so there also they have asked in regarding the trees only, the left view, right view, and some more questions they have asked in that.
Got it. Thanks, Ajay. It's
Yeah.
taking a bit longer than we have to finish up the session. Thanks for
Okay. Yeah.
sharing your experience. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, sure. Okay, guys. So you would have listened to him. Okay, you understood the importance of DSA. Cool. Okay, guys. I want you to focus. Are you able to view the PowerPoint presentation which I was sharing? Is it visible now? Now, let's talk about SD2. What about SD2? So for SD2, everything will be the same, but they will add system design, high level design, low level design. What is system design? If time permits, I will have that discussion. Okay. But not sure whether I will be able to take that or not. Right. Now, many of you were asking the salary. What's in salary range? SD1 base would be minimum. It's in bare minimum. Base would be around 8 lakhs. Okay. And it can range 8 to 45. If I will say, if you join SD1 in Amazon, most probably, like if I will talk about the recent figures, they're ready to pay 45 lakhs. In these 45 lakhs, around 17 would be your base package. Around 8 lakhs, 8 to 10 lakhs would be your joining bonus. I'm not able to remember the exact figure. Then there would be what you can say, relocating allowance and all that stuff. And they will distribute the shares of around roughly 10 lakhs. And this will be vested in 4 years. So I'll say that give importance to the base package because I'm not sure whether you will be in the same company for 4 years or not. And they don't give you all the ESOPs at once or all the shares at once. In the first year, they can give you 5%. In the second year, they can give you, let's say, that 20%. And after that, every 6 months, they can give you 10% or something like that. I think you got the distribution, right? In every quarter or in twice in a year, they can pay you the ESOPs or the your sell shares. Okay, their pattern is 5, 15, 40, 40. So 40, 40 would be distributed 20 every like twice a year. I think so. Not sure. Okay. So these are very rough figures. Now let's move forward to I want to discuss something else. Let's move forward. Right. So we are done with the slides. I want to show some proof. So for that, I will be sharing Microsoft Edge. If you're able to view it, do let me know. Let me share the screen. Is it visible? Yes, Adobe is not in the fan. Are you able to view the screen, everyone? Okay. So let's verify the fact, whatever we have discussed. Let's try to verify the fact, whatever we have discussed. So I have opened the SD1 openings. You can see the job location Karnataka. And let's look into over here. Design and develop critical components. These are the key responsibility which can change from job description to job descriptions. Candidate must have bachelor in the computer science, problem solving skills, algorithm and DSA. That's what we have seen in the slides. Yes. If you can confirm, we can move forward and we can try to learn more. Shall we move forward? Okay. Why Adobe is not in the FANG? I haven't decided that. Okay. So it's an again one more job description from the Amazon and strong object-oriented design, and they will prefer one other programming language. It can be C, C++, Java, and Python as well. So it's fine, right? Now you would be like, how I will get an opportunity for Amazon? The first thing you can do, you can apply in the career section, right? Of any company you want to apply. Then the point is how I will be in a position to get the no to come out the openings, right? Now you can get this detail in Hacker Earth. So there are lots of hiring challenges which is going on in the Hacker rank. You can see just pay, ready to pay 8 to 30, 1 to 5 years. Online challenges, 3 problem statements, and this will be based on the DSA. Okay. Now again SD2, same requirement. See, I'll say that there would be add-on things, but the basic requirement, data structures and algorithm will remain same. I think I made it strongly clear what's the importance of DSA. I'll give you one example. I'll give you one example to understand what is DSA. Okay. Now, many of you were asking the salary breakdown. For SG1, I tried to explain. But if you look into the SG2 in Glassdoor, it's 49 and it's around 29 base package. It's lovely, right? Okay. Now, earlier I told you that it's in high, but only FANG used to pay. You can see from tier 3 college, joined on June, associate software engineer, company name is ServiceNow, salary 15, and you can see that overall breakdown is 24 lakhs, right? OLX Gurgaon, it was on campus, but still you can see fixed gross, that means a base package 12.8, right? Cisco, same thing, 12 fixed, 12.2, and these are all the variable pay and other stuffs. Total compensation 14.5, decent. And it's for the Amazon SG1. It's in breakdown. So this time the base is 20. So base can vary. It can be from 14 to 20, 28. I have seen people having the base 28 in the Amazon as well, right? So it depends. Is it clear to everyone that companies are ready to pay if you have the DSS skills? Everyone agreeing with me that if you have the DSS skills, companies are ready to pay. Yes. Okay. Now let's say that let's say that I have few words. Let's take few words. Okay. hmm Let's take that. The first word is Anand. The second word is, let's take R. Let's take N. Let's take P. Let's take D. Let's take S. Okay, how many are there? Six, right? Okay, I will write few more letter Q, T, Z, W, and any other name you want to recommend? Let's take Ashok. Okay, so can you count and let me know how many strings are there? Can you count and let me know how many strings are there? 11? Yes, of course, they hire for UI as well. 11? Are you sure it's 11? Everyone? Okay, I'll remove one. Now, 10? 10, right? Okay, let's say that I want to search whether Ashok is present in this list or not. So what you will do? What's your approach towards this problem? If I will say you want to check whether Ashok is present in this list or not, then what you will do? You will traverse the string. You will iterate. You will iterate, guys. Yes or no? If you'll iterate, yeah, you can use the contains method, but at the end it's an iteration. If you will iterate, can you tell me how many comparisons you will make? Yes, iterate, you can use the collection contains method, but contains method internal working would be iteration. Is it clear? If there are 10 numbers, there would be 10 comparisons. First we'll check Anand are equal to Ashok, R are equal to Ashok, N are equal to Ashok. No. So can I say that you will have 10 comparisons as of now? Yes or no? It will have the linear search in terms of programming. Now let's say that I want to search for W. How many comparisons would be there? If I want to search for W, can you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Can I say the 9 comparison it can found W? Again, I want to know for Ashok. Then again, it will be having 10 comparisons. Is it clear? Now let's say I'm searching for something which is not at all present. Let's say I'm searching for WY. Is WY present? Is WY present? How you will verify that WY is not present? You will iterate, or even if you use the contains method, indirectly it will iterate and check. Make sense? Can I say that it will take 10 comparisons again, right? So if you see 10, let's 10, 10, 10, 9, let's approximately call it as 10. Can I say that when there were 4 queries, there were 40 comparisons? When I have to search for 4 times, there was 40 comparisons approximately. How many of you agree with me? When there were 4 strings, there were 40 comparisons. Why? One search can take at most 10 iterations, 4 searches. If there are 100 searches, then 1000. Make sense? Guys, are you clear with this calculation? If you're clear with this calculation, then we can move forward and have the further discussion. Is it clear? Is it clear? Max 10 for every element, right? So what I did, I stored everything in the hash map or hash set. Now, when you will search for Ashok, how many elements are there? 10 elements are there? 10 elements are there? Yes or no? So inserting 10 elements will cost 10 operations. Okay, took store. Now when you want to search for Ashok in the hash set, you won't require 10 comparisons. It can be done in one. Again for W, it won't require 9 comparisons, it can be done in one. Again for Ashok, it can be done in one. WY can be done in one. It will simply check whether it's present or not. So if you notice, number of comparisons are reduced to 4. Earlier it was 40. Is there optimization or not? Is there optimization or not? Guys, are you able to understand this concept or not? See, it's in very vague. Space increases, it's fine. But are you getting performance increase or not? Always there is a trade-off. See, I've given very vague examples. We can have the in detail discussion, but understand that I don't have enough time, right? Performance improves. Everyone agreeing with me, there are 71 students and not getting a response. Yes, guys, it's morning. Show some energy. Performance will improve, right? I'm not saying exactly it will be having the one comparison, but it will be far better than iterating linearly. Okay. So you get these kinds of understanding when you're learning DSA, to be very honest. See, DSA is not about knowing linked list, creating linked list. ठीक है, I can create the linked list. Fine, got it. But what about the time and space complexity? You should not only know how to create the data structures, but also know how to use. Okay, you know, Ajay said one of the like most important thing what he has said today. If you would have noticed, he said that we got the basic learning from the course. You will say that basic learning from the course, from the DSA. Once you get the basic learning, you can start understanding the stuff. Let's say I have made you solve 3 easy problem statement. Let's say that because you're learning for the first time, you will be solving easy problem statement first. 3 easy, one medium, one hard. Okay. Once you have learned all that stuff, by using this existing knowledge and by struggling by yourself, you can solve further problem statements. So if you are having that expectation, I'll join the batch, I'll get the set of problem statements, and that's all I'm done for the TSA. To be honest, that's not the case. I think you got it. You have to practice, right? Is it clear, everyone? Just give me a minute, guys. Let me have the check. Weekend is enough for DSA? Yes, I'll say that it depends on you how you want to proceed further. If you want more practice, you have to practice it daily, at least an hour, right? Or if you want, you can practice on the weekends, right? Okay, guys, just give me a minute. I want you to listen to someone. Okay. Guys, just give me 2 minutes. How much time does TSA will take to complete? It can take, like, it's going to start on 3rd August. It will take 3 months. Yes. This video is available on the YouTube because you're a late joiner. Yes, it's available. Timing for the batch would be from 8 a.m. in the morning. Sorry, 8:30. I think it should not clash with your batch. I already had the discussion with the Ashok regarding it. So probably, not probably, 100% it won't clash. Okay, it will be from 8:30 onwards. Okay, you can also teach system design. Yes, I can teach, but like I'm jam packed with my schedule. So it's not possible for me to take the system design as of now. It's in the pipeline, but as of now, no. No man, 7:30. It's for any, like, it's for the next instructor. It's not my batch. If you want to join my batch, then it's from 8:30. If you want to join my batch, it's for 8:30. 8:30 a.m. morning. Okay, like 6:30 a.m. See, there are other batches which are going on, and as of now, I don't want to have the collision. Okay. DSS every day or weekend classes. It's an every day. It's going to start from 3rd August, right? I was planning for an uh, like weekend batch, but as of now, it was not feasible to move forward. Aditya, if you've joined, can you please raise hand? Okay. Uh, I want you to listen to one of the students. So yes, I will be the trainer for the class starting from 3rd August. Right. Uh, Hi Aditya.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Anand. So I just clicked the random details to join fastly.
Okay, no worries. Guys, Aditya is over here and he wants to share his experience in terms of interview and in terms of TSA. So
Yeah.
please, yeah.
Okay. So let me give my background. So currently I'm working at Intel as a senior software developer. And prior to this, right, I started my journey at SAP. In SAP, after joining SAP, in middle of transition, right? So I joined this DSA batch under Anand. So I've studied my master's and dual degree from VIT, and then I got an internship offer from SAP. Then I continued there for 2.5, 3 years. Then I joined this DSA batch. Then after that, I've shifted to Intel. Currently, I'm working at Intel. It's been 7 to 8 months working at Intel. So yeah, so that was my brief introduction on my path. So currently I'm working on the UI side. So I'm responsible for the UI deliverables in my product. So yeah, it's on Angular technology. And if I wanted to be specific, right, on the DSA, right? So generally when we come out of right now, everyone knows that DSA is important if you want to be in product-based companies, correct? So without DSA, you cannot clear the rounds, and without DSA, you cannot join a good product-based company. They only require the DSA. If you take Amazon, Microsoft, Intuit, Walmart. or Atel X Labs or any other company, right? Either you for backend they require only DSA. For SD2 roles they require DSA and system design, right? For UI it depends on company, but they would like for me, right? For Walmart they have asked DSA. First round would be DSA. Second round would be JavaScript core concepts. Third round would be some design round, and fourth round would be hiring manager. And for Atel X Lab, they asked for DSA also 4 round DSA. It was totally 4 round DSA. They offered a very high package for that. So DSA is very core to the whatever software develop. If see, if you are a backend engineer, right, you have to learn DSA. That is mandatory. So if you learn DSA, then your 10 years ka jo bhi career hai, it is very sorted. So, but the problem with DSA is once you get the initial push, right, then it will be cakewalk for you. So under this Anand, right, I wanted to tell you that under this Anand, you will learn DSA and you will think DSA is not very tough when it is portrayed, right? Generally, DSA, it will be DP, dynamic programming, recursion, backtracking. This and all very jargons kind of word. But when you join his batch, right, you will feel confident that okay, ये मेरे बस की बात भी है. I can complete. Okay, I can if I give my time, it is possible for me also to concentrate and complete the DSA, whatever it is. You have to do 200 to 300 problems in lead code. That's all for the company level, right? Then if in company specific, then it will be all based on your technology. And each and every day, you have to spend literally, suppose if you have office hours, right? Try to do 2 questions each and every day, apart from the class. That's it. So you will, so that's what the confidence you get. So this will be like initial push for you. Ultimately, you have to do more practice. Then only you will be master in DSA. So this is kind of okay. Those who don't have, those who have fear or those who think DSA is very tough. You have checked multiple courses in YouTube. You have watched many videos how to do DSA, how to do a roadmap, etc., etc. Those everyone goes through those things. But if you join this course, just follow the strictly what are the questions are there and do 2 questions every day. That's it. Apart from that, then you'll get the initial push. Then you do company specific or there are very standard questions which company asks. Then I think with 3 to 4 months of practice, you can easily deliver whatever you want the job, right? It is easy for you. There are very questions, right, which are very repetitive, like majority element of an array. First, complete the array topics. There are related to trees. They're very standard questions, and those are directly asked in the interviews. System design, see, if you are for SD2, right? For front end, there is kind of system design for the UI that is different, and for the backend, it is very different. You have to learn system design. There are a very cool online you will have, right? YouTube. There are some 10 to 10 topics you can learn on system design that how do you manage databases, how do you manage multiple users, microservice architecture, those things you can learn and plan it. You can learn 4 to 5 case studies. You have educative.io. There you can maybe it is on purchase plan. That is also very good resource to do the system design course. But first step would be you have to clear DSA. For Amazon SD2, right? There will be 1 round SD. First round would be DSA. Second, third, fourth round will be system design. Then fifth round again DSA. So this is your first level, completing DSA. Then second level will be spending time on system design. That's how you can plan. So you can spend 2 months. If you have done a lot of practice in colleges, then it will be 1.5 month you will get in track. If you have not done practice, then 2 to 3 months it will take time. This is the first time if you are doing DSA after college or it has been long time, right? So for that it will take time for you to keep up the step 2 to 3 months. Then you can plan 1 month for system design. Then you can go for interview. Then whatever your package right now would be there, it will go 1x or 2x for sure because that is how the market is right now. If you get there are multiple offers, you can right. So market is very hot and you can get the desired pack. This is not ever happened, I think, in the past. The whatever the hike we are seeing right for SD2, and the packages which has been offered in India, it is so great. So that's all from my end. If any questions do you have, then I'll be
Okay,
and
guys, system design won't be covered in the part of the DSA. If you have any questions for the Aditya, please put it forward. No one? Aditya, I think approximately you've covered everything.
yeah.
So they're again interested in the salary range.
Salary range for SD1 or 2?
Dilip, can you please mention it? So if you can guide them for both, it will be great
So
based on your
SD1,
experience.
yeah, how to get referrals, right? So referrals, see, there are two ways. One, you have your LinkedIn profile, right? When you reach out to anyone, right? You mentioned these are the technology you have worked on. Send the job ID. Without sending job ID, don't ask for direct referrals. You go through the portal, you send the job ID, ask for referral. Everybody would give you the referral. Okay, that would be best approach. Send job ID, ask anyone for referral. They will be happily give you the referral. Without job ID, don't ask for referral. Nobody would be going on and searching then for you. If he is personal friend, then he will do that. But it will be very tough. Everyone will ask you to send job ID. And salary ranges for SD1, right? Right now in India, if you see uh, product-based companies, right, it varies from base. I'm talking about product-based companies. It varies from 8 lakhs to 20 lakhs. I think that is the max range for SD1 with initial fresher level. 20 lakh base is given. And once you go for SD2, right, then base would be if you're taking really good product based companies, right? If you crack have multiple offers, I'm talking about multiple offers, not single offer. Then if your earlier salary is 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs, then you can directly jump from 12 lakhs to 30 plus. So that is how the market is right now. So your salary range, that is, I'm talking about the base. I'm not talking about the extra bonus, stocks, everything. That if you calculate it is going at 40 or 35 plus easily. So these are the very these I'm talking about very decent. I'm not talking about the startups and all. Startups may be giving more also, but this in line with the whatever Microsoft, Amazon, Myntra, Intuit, Walmart, these kind of companies give in this range only. I think the highest what I think highest would be Zeta, highest would be Amazon and Zeta Tower Research. These are the companies which gives very highest salary. Again, it depends on your interview performance. Also, they will be having one standard base, but if you perform really well, then they will go to higher range. So that would be approx 35 base. Then you can see all the compensation related details, right? In lead code discussion section, you will find easily. Go to Amazon SD2 discuss section. You'll see all the offers. So Amazon 35, whatever the base is there, and they have the joining bonus, which you can't think of more than 10 to 10, 20 lakhs. So that is for first year, again second year, again the stocks. Just you prepare DSA for Amazon SD2, it is all most of system design. First round would be DSA. But if you are going for SD1 rule, then all the rounds will be DSA. You can see this is what SD1 20 lakhs base. So this is SD1. Then you think of SD2, what they can give. Intuit is very good company if you're trying for. I'm working telecom and want to switch in sector where I can
Can I start an
start.
session?
I was working telecom sector. You were what software developer or network engineer or what? Vijay, what is system design? System design is basically suppose they will ask you, right, as you have been assigned given SD2 role, right? They expect that you know how do you design the system. Suppose they'll give you, for example, they'll give you food or ordering application, how will you design? So you should talk about all the number of users who will be accessing the applications, how reliable will be there. Right now, if you see Hotstar application, right? When you watch IPL cricket match, so there will be 1 crore users will be watching live. Then how Hotstar servers are able to manage those many users? So that is all about system design, how the DB would be designed, how the multi-tenancy or multiple authentication, authorization, how will you have security? So those things and all comes under system design. So it is very interesting topic. I think if you spend the 30 days of time, you can easily understand. Assistant professor in engineering college for 18 and no. So you want to be developer, sir, professor? As a 3+. Can you unmute and ask the question?
And ask. We are about to end the meeting. Acha, as a 3+.
Developer, 3+ years of experience as developer. I'm not sure on this, how they call 18+ years of career experience. I mute.
Okay, so I'll say that please contact Ashok regarding that. He can guide you. Okay, Sanket, what's your query? Sanket, you're allowed to unmute. What's your query?
Sir, my question was, I am a 4-year backend developer, uh, majorly into Spring Boot, but when it comes to DSA, I lag a bit. Means like you were giving me an example of Amazon.
Mm,
Normally, I do get a call, I do get an email, but then
mm.
tracking their interview is a bit uh,
Yeah, yeah.
problematic for me. And then like if I'm not able to crack the coding part, then I'm not given a chance to appear for the interview. And secondly, then now this is the story of Amazon, but then um, for the other code, uh, sorry, for the other interviews, normally they don't extend their budget.
Hmm.
Right. And
So
also, I just wanted to know, as a backend developer with 4 years of experience, what should be my calculation? Because there was a one instance where I asked for 18 LPA. The HR gave me 18 LPA, but then there was 2 lakhs of variable. Then I said that no, my current CTC doesn't have any variable pay, and I
hmm.
was not expecting any variable pay in my expected CTC. Then just for the 2 lakhs of thing, they concluded that no, we are not going ahead. Rest everything, I was selected, I was about to get offered by them. So how do we means I just wanted to know how, with the combination of 4 years and backend developer as of now, how should we negotiate with the numbers? No, I
Yeah.
felt like negotiating with numbers, I went wrong over there.
No, no, I don't think so. Any HR would do that. You can ask for the number. That is your right to ask for the number. There might be another reason they got another candidate, or so they won't be canceling your offer letter, right? Once it is issued, once they have given some provisional offer letter.
No, there
In
was no
very
provisional or offer letter. What the HR did was, um, I cracked 3 interview rounds.
mm,
Then he told that I will be sending you a breakup over the WhatsApp. I said okay. And then we were discussing on based of that image which she sent it over the WhatsApp. That why is there is a variable fee and why not? I also told her that if I was changing from 18 to 20. it's my fault, and then you may consider to change your mind. But I've already told it was 18, and then when you share everything is done, my selection is about to be done, or the offer letter is to be rolled out, you are playing with figures.
See, I think this is some whatever startup or service-based company, but if you go to good product-based companies, right, they
Mm-hmm.
won't firstly chat with you via WhatsApp or those stuff. They will be on email only. They'll whatever they
Mm-hmm.
interact, they'll be doing via mail or just call you and just say the breakup. And
Mm-hmm.
see, understand that HR is just a mediator between the manager, hiring manager, and you. HR
Mm-hmm.
is just will be delegating whatever budget has been assigned. HR will tell you, and whatever you
Okay.
need when you speak to HR, HR will translate those things to hiring manager. Hiring manager will get the budget. That's how this works. Okay. If you're going with a good, I don't know which company it is, but if you go to good product based companies, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
see, for 4 years of experience, if you're see here, if you're coming from service based company, there is another thing. That's how the industry see. If you're coming from previous product based company, then they see it other ways. Okay.
Okay.
But if you
I
crack, if you're having multiple offers,
Mhm.
then there would be high chances of getting a good offer. So
Okay.
understood.
Uh, Still, sir, what should be the minimum
See,
require minimum expectation we should have
see,
with
for 3 to 4 years of experience, whatever I given SD to salary range, right?
Mhm.
People are getting that. So those are for 3 years experience. People are getting 30 base, 25 base, okay,
Mhm.
35 base. They are getting
Um,
this kind of salary ranges.
mhm.
Okay, but see, cracking Amazon is one different level because
Mhm.
Amazon requires very good. You have to be in very good practice. Okay, and then that day it should be your day. It's just that you have to crack it. You have to think on that day. It should go all perfectly well. So don't think that I will crack only Amazon. You just be
Mhm.
open and try for good companies like whatever you practice, right? So Amazon, you can think for DSA, right? It is at highest level.
Okay.
So Amazon, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. They ask very
Mhm.
tough DSA, and you have to be really good if you want to crack. Okay,
Mhm.
because the Goldman Sachs, I have appeared for Goldman Sachs. They have asked two questions on DP, two questions on DP with strings.
Okay.
So that is my first round. After clearing the whatever the coding contest, they will ask for first round. First round they will ask for DSA. So, but there are mid-range companies also. Then you can try SAP, okay, Cisco, Intel. They'll ask you some few DSA questions. They'll ask on your work. Then they'll roll out whatever the offer is feasible for them. And then Mintra ask very good, decent DSA questions.
Okay.
So it ranges like that. Did I
Uh,
clear your question?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
As Amazon is having the bad work-life balance.
See, work-life
Okay.
balance is most important in the companies, right? Whenever you are, suppose you have given one interview, right? You have given interview 3 to 4 rounds is done. You see in Amazon, I don't think so. There will be anywhere because there will be some panelist will taking interview, then they'll put in you in the pool, then some manager will take up. Then in that case, you don't know how the team is. But in generally, right, when you are giving an interview, you get the sense of how the work would be. Then try to dig deeper and ask about the work related because see ultimately you have to work for the work in an environment where there is very healthy environment and there is a good stack. If you are getting good salary also, then if your work is very toxic to you, then you will not enjoy the work. So that is the most important if you're thinking of long term in any company, right? Because generally see people are asking DSA. So Morgan Stanley or any other company, right? People ask DSA. They are very focused on DSA. Then when you enter the company, the work would be very different. That happens with most of the people. So you're working on some legacy systems or you're working on some old stack, then you're working on some bug solving issues. The company name is good, whatever the top company, but the product is very legacy product. then you would not enjoy the work. And if it is really customer facing, like customer facing product, it's been going live, then you will have to be very, because there will be very priority on the task, because they will have the tickets, those should be solved. And that is really sometimes R&D kind of work. If you find any team, right, if you know any of your friends which their team is good, they are working on the new product, they are doing a POC, I think that would be very interesting work to do there. So I've been lucky in my journey that I worked in three teams. In three teams, I've been part of the teams where we developed whatever the team is developing, right? We built from scratch. So in my current team also, we are building a product which we are doing from scratch.
So how do we build a network to get the referral?
Referral is nothing. See, every day you have to spend time on LinkedIn 30 minutes. Whatever your target company is there, try to send an invite saying write a big description about you and what are the things you have done, and send an invite. They'll definitely accept your connection. That's how you build your network. Then if you want very actively to participate in LinkedIn, right, keep a target that every week you are doing one post. Write something what you know about, or learn something 5 6 days, and try to present in LinkedIn. Automatically you will have very good reach. Then definitely HR recruiters will only reach you, and you can get the referrals easily. And sometimes, see, when you give the referral also, you don't get call from a company, but you have to keep trying. Once you receive an interview call, then definitely you can pass the whatever the exam. But update the Naukri profile also, because I got many calls from the Naukri only. LinkedIn you have to do, but Naukri automatically you will get the calls from good product based companies to every company will get the calls. So these are the two platforms where you can get. There is something called Insta Hire and many others, but those are not really that helpful when it comes to. But Naukri and LinkedIn are very great. They will help you. LinkedIn is, think of your professional career profile.
Okay.
So try to maintain good LinkedIn profile. Try to post some content if you have, if you are whatever the past work, right? If you are working on Spring Boot, so
Mhm.
any new feature coming on Spring Boot, you can just update the feature on Spring Boot. You can attach the links. So these are the links. If any certification you have done, just promote it. See, ultimately, software is about selling you whatever the
Mhm.
product you are doing, right? You have to sell yourself. So that would be best for you. So whatever you're doing, you have to sell. Then ultimately, recruiters will reach you. So that is most important, right? Then try to build connection across the companies where you are targeting. If you're targeting for Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan or Intel, Cisco, SAP, Intuit, try to have connections everywhere. Then whenever someone post, right, there is a hiring in their team, particular team, then you would be easily getting. So the high chances of getting interview call, right? Whenever anyone posts there is opening in my team, send your resume. That would be the best way. At those, because they will be directly sending to the manager or HR, they'll easily schedule your call. Rather than if you give any job ID, then it will take the process. They will have to shortlist. Whatever shortlist happens, it happens through bot. Then once it is shortlisted, then it goes to manager, then manager reviews and schedule for interview. That's how interview process is being done.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have covered each and every question. Is there anything left, guys? You can put a question. Adit, there is a question from Pranay. Can you please look into it?
Okay, Pranay, what is the question?
Sir, will we get the recording of this session on YouTube?
it it's available in the YouTube. You can watch it.
Oh,
Preparation for government. This is totally over me. Okay, see, Pranay, right? So you are asking regarding you are in mechanical engineer and preparation for total new for me to DSA, right?
At least learn one programming language, I'll say that, before moving to the TSA.
Yeah, yeah,
Because we can't have any fundamentals of Java over when we are learning TSA.
yeah. You need to have one programming language very, because if you take Java, you need to have collections. Some of the basic collections you need to understand, and some of the Java stuff. I think you can get it from the YouTube if you spend 5 to 6 hours, right? For programming related, you can complete that. But definitely, if you wanted to have good core knowledge on Java, then I think there are several courses also for that. I think Amirpet is famous for that, Java. Very much famous.
Agreed.
Yeah, there are a lot of courses. And for the
Okay.
mechanical background, right? That is Pranay question. So Pranay, you have like two choices, right? One thing you can do is learn DSA. That would be help you to crack product-based companies. But initial getting call would be difficult. Then you have to do this all the stuff, right? Promoting in the LinkedIn, whatever the learning you have to expose yourself. The second thing would be you have to do some web app application, some build your Spring Boot, or I think here they have the course of the Spring Boot, right? Try to take that course and try to build end-to-end app or end-to-end web app, some basic application, and build your resume. Then I think these two will help you out. Then you will only figure out what should you do. But complete these two. Complete your DSA and complete your basic programming. Complete the Spring Boot course, because any company right now, if they are using, right, they will use the Spring Boot technology, and there are different backend. If Java, they have Spring Boot. Google has their own language called Golang that is also becoming famous. There are Python, C++. These are being widely used. .NET also been used. But yeah, these are the five technologies. Go is going good now, right now. Go language. Go for REST API and Spring Boot also.
Yes, Shiva, we will solve the problem with respect to that. What's again, I'm repeating the same stuff. What's the point of learning something which is not useful for you to solve the particular problem? If you know linked list, you should know how to use linked list and solve the problem statements. Knowing its structure doesn't make sense.
Sir, I have a question regarding batches. So there is one batch going on already started at 7:30, and then we have this 8:30 batch. What's
Right.
the difference between these two?
Okay, so you can join on the 3rd August and you can see what's in syllabus difference between both of the courses. So everyone has different style of teaching.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Fine. So but both of the batches are for DSA, right?
agreed.
Okay.
Okay, any other question, guys? We can take it up. Ganesh and Nant, Kishore.
Yeah, can
Guys, you're
you
left with
hear me?
yes. Go ahead, Ganesh.
I already attended Mr. Karthik's DSA batch, last batch.
Okay.
I'm interested as I heard your discussion of this hours. So, what would be the best timing? Can you little bit adjust at 8 or somewhere? Because after that, it's company's work time. So, could
Yeah,
you?
that's what we will try to finish it off before your Scrum call is started. So yeah.
Yeah, means what could be the expected time? Means yeah, 8:30 to how much?
Mhm. Okay. How much you can afford to stay?
Yeah, our scrum call is around 10:30, but like our class timing is 1 hour or 1.5 hour. Means how much
We can
time?
finish up at 9:30.
Okay, okay.
We can finish it up at 9:30.
And duration of course.
See, it will be around 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
It depends on topics. So 3 to 4 months you can take.
Yeah. Okay,
Both
thank you.
the both the course is having a same content or 7:30 Karthik
And it
sir
will be having a
content.
totally different content, man. Totally different.
Why? Because that is also data structure algorithm, and we also going to give data structure algorithm. Then what is the difference in that
Okay, see,
perspective?
the way you practice, it depends. It can happen that, see, I'm not sure what's going to happen in the batch, and I didn't have a discussion with an instructor. But what I can say that in our course, once you are learning the topic, you'll be solving them in the hacker rank, and we will be picking up some of the important questions on the lead code. So that's what I can guarantee from this batch. So it's up to you guys to make the discussion. Okay, to make the decision.
Well, that is a good thing. We have to crack this hacker rank and make code, but basic we have to whatever the basic things algorithm and techniques like tree, graph, linked list, stack,
Of
queue.
course, so everything will start with basics. See, once you
Yeah,
learn the basic, you should know how to use that basic. I'm
yeah,
not saying that we will start directly on the hacker rank. First of all, we
yeah.
will learn the concept. After learning the concept, we will practice on hacker rank to make sure that you understood the particular concept.
Yes, yes, yes.
So can you
Okay.
give us an overview of what the syllabus is? Just a very quick review, just in 30 seconds intro, if you
In
have
30
Same,
seconds
same,
intro.
same for me. Yeah.
30 seconds of intro for the
Today,
syllabus.
Okay,
today's password, so
so that's
can
possible. Okay, just give me a minute. I'll see if doc is available with me. I'll present it to you. If not, you have to wait. Let me check. Just give me a minute.
Sure, sir.
Any other
okay.
question for Aditya? Guys, any other question for Aditya? Okay, I guess it's available with me. Let me share the screen. Mhm.
Okay,
Can you view it?
okay, and then I'll drop off, right?
Thank you so much, Aditya,
Yeah.
for joining.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
All the best, guys. Okay. Kundan, yeah, ask last.
Okay, Kundan, you're allowed to talk.
Yeah, hi, good morning. So my question is, I have 3 years of experience,
Hmm.
and so before I was working with some company, and again I joined some other company as service-based only.
Hmm.
So like here again, I showed my stack as tech stack as Spring Boot, Java, microservices, but
Hmm.
they said the interview, even the project interview was for the same,
Hmm.
and when I enter the project, it is for Go and they're using their own framework and I think nothing technical I can do here. So what would
Hmm.
be my suggestion? Like, and again, the last company also, I didn't have any hands-on coding, though I got the designation of development only, developer engineer, software engineer only. This time also the same. So I want a suggestion, like what should I do? Should I move on from, should I look for other opportunities or
Yes. Yes, see, there is no point if you're not feeling that the work is good or it is not giving you satisfaction, right? Better see, that's where the
uh,
DSM, yeah, go
so
ahead.
why I ask you this question is like, is it same everywhere? Like the service-based company, like everywhere the projects are
No,
same?
no, no, no.
Yeah.
No, 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 never, never. Service-based companies also have very good work when compared to some of the product-based companies. It is nothing like that. So it all depends on the project which you are getting assigned there, right? And I think some of the service-based companies also are paying good enough from last 1 year. So you need to be very due diligent when you are selecting service-based company and ask about the project at the time of interview, right? And make sure that you are getting
I
those.
asked also like,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry to interrupt. Like I asked them also after the coding interview when my project round interview was going on. I specifically asked like how it would, they said all the ladies like they would be using AWS, Spring Boot and all that. But when I
Hmm.
entered, then I understood like nothing sort
Hmm.
of things like.
Okay, that
Same here,
is.
sir. Even I had a similar experience. They interview on the Spring Boot, and there is nothing called Spring Boot in the project.
Guys, I'll
Except
suggest change the company.
And
That's what we
why
can
Hmm.
suggest.
Aditya I'm asking you is
yes, sir.
because
Can you?
for the
Sorry. Yeah, go
There's
ahead.
also the same thing is happening. That is why I asked this question. Like I thought it would be better to answer. Like, is
No,
it
no,
happening?
yeah. No, no, it is not.
Or no, like it happens.
No, no, it is not
Sir,
across the same. It won't
admin,
be happening that way. But the if it is happening like this, then the only option would be handy is change the company and yeah, that is the only option right now for you because it is just wasting your time in the particular company if you're not having good work, right? What's the point there? Then if you are, that's where the handy DSA comes in. If if for backend engineer, if they're good at DSA, then they don't have this thought only in the mind because DSA should be like it should be a habit for whatever the backend engineers are, right? If you do every, so even my friends who cracked this last 1 year, right? They do everyday DSA. So because they know that in this software engineering, whenever they don't feel like they wanted to ship, right? It will be always in your hands. So because this will be standard for product-based companies, DSA. For some SD2 level, SD3 level, they might ask for design everything, but till SD2, till 4 to 5 years of experience, you'll be asking DSA, DSA. Even for manager levels also, in good companies like in this Amazon or Microsoft, they ask DSA for manager level roles. Now you understand. So that's the case. So that's why I try very hard and this is one time effort. If you understand what are the various kinds of problems, then it will be okay. The patterns would be repeating, then you will enjoy the process. But even if you don't know what are the types of question, what are the models of, then it will be you will be like, okay, what should I read? There are different problems, there are different logics, but there will be models inside the arrays also, right? So I think DSA would be very helpful there.
And it
sir, I
makes
was
sense.
asking if you can suggest few of the service-based company which you think are good to go with.
See, I think in service-based company also some of the in Tata they have this Tata Neo or something, right? I think those are good start. They are having the name Tata TCS is like having service-based company. Inside there also they have some product-based companies. I'm not sure of the exact name, but Tata Next Digital or something is there. But see, it can't be company specific because in some of the product-based companies also some of the work is not good. So we cannot generalize on which service company based companies are having very good projects, which companies are not having very good projects. It all depends on the interview, and you have to inquire about the project. If you know anyone is working there inside the team, try to connect to the particular person, then ask about the work, what they are actually doing. If you could get this stuff, then be sure that you will be getting good work. But generally, when you are interviewing for product-based companies, right, you would know that what team is working on, what are the tech stack, and I think that would be respected. But I'm not sure in case of you when they are saying it is work on Spring Boot and everything, but they are not very loyal. That is very bad. Generally, it should
They
not
can
happen
all
like that. But I don't know, maybe because of talent, they are not able to getting hired and they are playing like this.
great. See,
Yeah,
you can also write a mail and you can have a discussion. See, if it's in big MNC, they will have the system. They can't just
yeah.
play you around. So you can write the mail, escalate it till you're getting your team for which you are being hired for. So I'll suggest that. Okay. Okay, guys, let's wind it up. It's been 2 hours. We are
Yeah.
having the conversations.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay, Anand,
Aditya,
then
thank you so much for joining.
yeah, thanks, guys. All the best. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Aditya.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you want to see the syllabus? Syllabus is somewhat like this. We will be solving lots of problem statements. You can see around 20 problem statement, the pattern, then the array, then matrix, then mathematics. So it's in fundamental. Then we'll introduce you to the code forces, code shift. After that, time and space complexity, your number system, data types, and I can goes on, list goes on. So if you notice that we are also picking up the problem statement which has been asked in the previous product-based companies like Microsoft, Apple, Google, Airbnb. I'm not saying exactly you will get the same problem statement, but on the same line you can paste the problem statements, right? So if you notice before picking up the advanced concepts, there are few of the problem statement which will build the fundamentals for the bit manipulation. so that we can have the discussion with respect to the problem statements. You can see that these are the fundamentals, then one problem statement, then again few fundamentals, then one of the problem statement from the product based companies. So we are gonna learn in that manner. Of course, we won't be compromising on the basics. I think you got it. Anyone wants to have any further view on this or want to discuss something on the same line? Anyone? Or is satisfied with the syllabus? So it will goes on.
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
guys, go ahead.
Yeah, we have not seen any template
Hmm.
means in the group Ashok IT of this
Or what
batch.
template?
Means template
Acha, for
means
this batch.
advertise. Yeah.
Acha, I'm saying it's going to start. I'll teach in
No,
Java.
no,
So,
yeah, but we will get more idea means how much fees and like something.
of course, they will share, man. They will share, man. Need not to worry. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how
Okay,
many of
fine.
you know? Okay, thanks, man. How many of you know about hash map? Know what the hash map has set? Yes, no. I think energy is too down.
So
Okay,
we
how
are
many
not,
questions?
we are not as good as no, we can claim we know everything about Shash map.
But you know hash map,
Maybe.
right? Had you used hash map?
Yes, sir.
But if I'll ask the internal working, can you?
Yeah, that's where I lag actually.
So this all would be the description of the batch because internals of hash map is one of the important interview questions. So I think you got it. Our course will be focused on the interview as well as building your concepts and problem solving skills. Right?
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Rishikesh. And Ramasa, you are unmuted. You can talk.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. How many questions will get covered in this batch? Means around any figure.
Okay, so it's in very rough estimate. It's around 244 problem statements. So
In 3 to 4 months of span. Right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you heard Aditya, once I discuss few of the problem statement, you can solve few of the problem statement by your own.
Okay.
Got it. And we can have the doubt clearing sessions where whatever the problem statement you have solved, if you have any doubts, we can have that discussion. Because in Hacker Rank, I have created the contest where I can view all of your submissions. If you want, I can show it to you. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sir, in which language you will teach, sir? Whether it
Uh,
is in C++ or Java?
I will prefer Java because I think, is there anyone who codes in C++?
No, sir. Please prefer to Java.
Java, na? Right, of course, Java. Why to
This
go with C++?
this all problem set of 244 questions will be solved by myself or you will guide to solve how it is.
Uh, See, you do, I do,
Okay.
and we do. So I'll do
Okay.
something, then we will do something, and then you will do something.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Let me
Sir,
open the administration page. Yeah, go ahead.
when the course will start, sir?
That's what I mean, 3rd August.
Uh,
I've given you the date, right?
the details when will you post on the whether it is post on the group or will you give?
Everything, like you are joined in the group, right? So you will get an update. So can you see the screen? So these are the problem statements which we have created. And of course, we'll be taking the problem statement from the lead code, hacker rank. I think, is screen
Sir,
visible?
screen is
Is
not
it visible
visible.
now?
Yeah, right
Is
now.
it visible now?
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Sir, I
So you
have
can
a
see
small
that,
doubt.
say,
Sir, when I compare the problems between the lead code and the code forces or like code chef, there is
hmm,
some lot of difficulty in I'm facing a difficulty in code chef and code forces.
but not in the lead code, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is something called competitive programming. In competitive programming, when you are basically ACM ICPC, had you heard about ACM ICPC?
No, sir.
Google Code Jam. So these are the
Yes, sir.
competitive exam.
Google code.
Yeah. So if you want to compete on them, you have to be good in the code forces, code chef, and it requires lots of efforts, lots of efforts. But if you want to crack the company, I guess lead code questions are more than enough,
Okay, sir.
right? So we should know where to focus on. See, in DSA, there would be more than 100 plus small concepts, right?
Yes, sir.
But out of 100, which are the most frequently used? We have to filter it out and practice according to that, right? Make sense? Okay. Anyone else has any other doubt? We will have the intro for the DSA. I would explain all that stuff in detail, but as of now, just a rough overview. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Anyone else? Say.
I'm a student from mechanical background.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm a passed out in this year only, sir, 2022 batch.
Hmm.
I got a job in service-based company, but my dream is to get the place in a good product-based company. Is it possible
Okay.
for me to get job in product-based company
Of course, man.
as a student from mechanical?
Yeah, it's completely fine. I think if you read the GD over here, I think one of the student was from the mechanical who got it in the Amazon or in the some product-based company, like where it was. Okay, see, beating in electronic and communications. So it doesn't matter. Like I can search and I specifically show you for the mechanical as well. You can explore the lead code session, like lead code discussion, and you will be in a position to know it. That will boost your confidence, basically.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, definitely you can,
Hi,
man.
sir. This is Asif.
Hi, Asif.
Hello.
Yeah, hi,
So,
Asif.
yes. Actually, I have a yes. Hi. So I have dot regarding this time because you are going to start at this batch around 8:30, and
Right.
my Scrum call start at 9:30. So how will I manage?
Okay, so what we can do, like I know that most of you will have the Scrum call. So we will have the batch from 8:30. We'll start on time and we'll wind it up at 9:15. Okay. So the remaining 15 minutes it will be for the discussion. Like if you have any doubts based on the concept you have learned, if you have solved any problem statement, if you have any doubts, so we will have the discussion and you will be like based on my like because of my Scrum call, I'm missing this. So I think on the Saturday you don't have office, right?
Yes, right. I don't have.
So Saturday we can schedule 1 hour session just to clarify all your doubts. It can work in that manner.
Sir, otherwise
Definitely.
start the batch at 7 or 7:30 p.m. AM, sir.
Okay. I'll
Maybe
contact
if you will
Ashok
shift to
and
30 minutes, right? You can start from 8 o'clock. That will be fine for everybody.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we will have the discussion. Okay, so first of all, we'll have the demo at 8:30, and based on the timing, we can shift the batch if everyone is agreeing to shift. Okay.
Okay.
So just a rough estimation of the timing. Not to worry, we will make sure that it's not colliding with your office time.
Okay, and what's about video? Suppose that if I left any session or I missed any session, so are you going to provide video or recorded video?
I guess so, yeah. Session would be recorded, so it will be provided.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, man. Anyone else has any other doubt? Okay, guys. A few of the details I can't reveal. Sorry, Krishna.
If you
Yes,
could,
go ahead, Ganesh.
what would be the cost for our price of that course? Yeah, it is not
I think.
decided.
Okay, I think Ashok would be the right person to reveal all that stuff, and our admin team.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No worries.
No
We'll
problem.
make it affordable. We'll make it affordable.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's not a problem. But means we will get an idea about.
For sure. Sure,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ganesh. Anyone else has any other doubt, or shall I end the meeting? To be very honest, I haven't considered that discussion is going to for 2 hours. Cool. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending the meeting now. Thanks for joining.
So please share the details as soon as possible.
Sorry.
The details regarding the course.
Sure. The Word doc, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool.
The
Everything will be
price
shared
of
in the
the
group.
course.
Not to. Yeah, you'll get each and every information before the 3rd August. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, sir.